perfect man. Got the whole world in your hands, but you still reaching out for me. Ooh, wow, why you love me too? I'm nothing like you. Opposite of holiness was what I was, but until you see my soul and could you see why? Hold my hand high, could you see the eye? And now I'm better and better.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Morning Dove podcast. I'm your host Monea, and this is my co-host and fiance Ricardo.
Hey, how y'all doing?
With every episode, we try to take you out the matrix one step at a time.
The most important things are the things we cannot see. So our goal is to not open your eyes to God's existence, but open your mind to it.
We signify peace, hope, devotion, innocence, and most importantly, love. So this is a safe space.
Viewers listening advised. Try to follow along because we're about to take you down the rabbit hole.
Holla.
Hallelujah.
Hey.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the podcast.
We got a good topic for you guys today. We have a very good topic. We're diving deep into our conspiracy bag today.
Yes, I'm actually really excited because we've been needing to do more conspiracy stuff for you guys. Because that's our whole niche for real.
Absolutely.
Like, honestly, us digging into conspiracies is what got us closer to God. Believe it or not.
Yeah, absolutely. From the start, honestly, when we dove deep into it, it kind of brought us more towards God because you kind of see when you do conspiracies how evil the world is. Oh my gosh, not only that, everything literally connects back to God. Yeah, sadly, I'm sad I had to give up the Oreos, but they go back to the devil. Like, it's sad. Everything literally comes back to Satanism. But before we get into today's episode a little more deeply, we're going to, of course, hit you guys with our verses of the week. Yes, we have some good verses this week. I mean, we have good verses every week, but some of the good ones. This one, I think this one's a good one for me personally that I held this week. This one's Joshua 1:9, and it reads, go ahead, put us on. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I need that when I turn off the lights and then I run upstairs. Yeah, it's a good verse, definitely hold on to it. Yeah, I'd be scared. For me, we got a lot of plans, a lot of big things on the way, so definitely this one I'm kind of holding close to my heart. Oh, that's nice. That's really good. Yeah, God says do not fear multiple times in the Bible. A lot. He tells us a lot. So we probably should hold that close to our hearts. And then my verse today, I take another one from Hebrews. Honestly, I think Hebrews and Romans might be like my favorite chapters of the Bible at this point. They're good. They're good chapters. But this one's going to be taken from Hebrews 10, verse 26. And this one, some of y'all might not like this one. I ain't going to always give you the sweet ones. Okay? This one says, dear friends, if we deliberately continue sinning after we have received knowledge of the truth, there is no longer any sacrifice that will cover these sins. Yeah. And I thought I should hit y'all with that one because there's too many people who think that just because they call themselves a Christian or because they pray to God or whatever they do, they think it's okay to just like keep doing what they're doing, even though they know it's wrong. And it's like, I just wish y'all would stop because it's just, I want to see you make it to the kingdom for one, and two, it's also just like it just doesn't make sense. No, it don't. Honestly, to call yourself a Christian and to deliberately sin, like everybody struggles. You know what I mean? Right. Like that's real. Like everybody struggles, but for you to know right from wrong and continue to choose wrong on purpose. That's a problem. That is a problem. Like that's why repent doesn't just mean like, I think we said this multiple times. It doesn't just mean pray and do it again the next day. It means to turn away from what you're doing. Yeah, that means denying your flesh, denying what you really feel like doing because it feels good. Yeah. Yeah, because you don't just get the inheritance of the kingdom of God for no reason. Like, you have to earn it. Yeah, honestly, like we said before, if you're really calling yourself a Christian, honestly, if you love God, you'll obviously learn to turn away from your sins, from the sins that you used to do. So, and I want to like kind of fix what I said a little bit, like not like earn it, because like none of us can earn the kingdom of God. So I want to like clarify that. What I mean is that when a parent gives their child an inheritance, you have to be their child. They're not going to give it to a stranger. Right. So the more we sin, the further away it takes us from God, the more it makes you a stranger to God. Right. So you know what I mean? I don't want people to think like you have to earn your way to heaven, because like what does it say? You're saved by faith, not works. Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you can keep like, just sinning, keep like, sleeping around, keep, getting drunk just because you know God.
Once you know right or wrong, and you got to choose right at this point,
right. So. There's no point in just sinning no more. It does nothing for you.
Nothing.
But okay. I think we're good with that.
I think so.
Let's get into our topic of the day. Okay. So, this one actually is going to be really fun because it's a recent thing that just happened. It's still happening. And also it's like a good mix of like a bunch of conspiracies because he talked about a lot of stuff. So we're going to be unpacking the Ryan Garcia, tweets and the controversy that's been surrounding him. So can you explain who Ryan Garcia is? Because I don't keep up with that stuff.
So Ryan Garcia is a boxer. Honestly, I would say a world famous boxer by now. He's done a lot in the boxing world, but he's just a big figure in boxing. He's done a lot of different things. He won a couple of titles. So
cool, good for him. So he's doing his thing.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
And then you would say like one day he just decided to start, exposing the industry. If
you can say, yeah. I mean, from what I've been seeing, I don't really follow him, but from what I've seen for a while, he definitely talked about God, like a good amount,
right.
a good amount.
Do you believe he did that tonight? First, before I want to say anything, I want to look up above and thank God, our Father in heaven, for all the wisdom he gives me. I want to thank the King of Kings, Jesus Christ. I also want to say, the one thing I want to encourage everybody in this arena is to try to fulfill what God has in store for your life, and that's what I'm doing right now.
But recently, he definitely kind of he did expose a lot of the behind the scene things that be going on around like Hollywood and the big picture and the elites. So
nice. We love to see that. So today's episode title is The Veil is Lifting, and we're gonna start seeing a lot more celebrities, singers, just a lot of people in the industries that you guys know and love. You're gonna start seeing a lot of people choosing a side. And what I mean by that is that when you really dive deeper into your Bible and your conspiracies and just a deeper thought of mindset, you're gonna start seeing that the world is spiritual. The physical, just forget all of that. It's a thin line between good and evil. And so you're going to start seeing people choose to be with God, Jesus, and claim Jesus Christ, or you're going to start seeing people claim the world, which is basically claiming Satan.
Yeah.
And it's a spiritual battle that we're in right now, and we're spiritual beings. So people are going to start choosing where they want their soul to reside.
It's gonna be happening real soon. We're slowly getting a lot more artists definitely reveal that, show that. So I'm happy that they are. I mean, it's good. When it comes to like Hollywood and stuff like that, it's a crazy world. So I'm happy that they're finally using their platforms to kind of come out. Now we're kind of, it's crazy. Like I don't know if we could get deep into it, but like it's crazy that our social media, we can see kind of the rise and fall of a certain person, of celebrity.
Yeah, for sure.
So when they start revealing the high elites and the conspiracies and showing that it's real.
Oh my goodness.
You kind of just, and it's crazy because you'll kind of see them fall off when it's really the elites taking them out the picture. Oh yeah,
that's a very good thing. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, you guys will see that they're puppets. Everybody on TV, everybody in music, they're basically like, imagine making a puppet for kids. Let's say we're the kids, right? And you make these puppets to kind of distract them from what's behind the puppet show.
Right.
And so, there's like a person who's controlling these people, telling them what to say, telling them what to do, when to do it. All right, Cardi B, it's time to drop your album. We need them distracted. Or it's going to be, all right, time to put this movie out. Leave the world behind. We got to start telling them what's going on. But we can't tell them what's going on. Yeah, but we're going to tell them.
That's their whole thing. It's kind of, I forgot their saying or how they say it, but it's kind of revealing the truth.
It's like karma.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a Freemason or a Satanist expert.
But they reveal the truth in subtle ways, so they can't say they never told us.
Exactly.
So
yeah. So that's the same thing. Like we showed you, I think it was a couple episodes ago or last episode, we showed you the checker floors. It's little stuff like that, or like the wearing the red, where they're letting you know what side they're on, but they're not telling you.
Yeah, they're not gonna say the words, but all their actions show.
Right. So you got to watch out for that, because it's honestly really scary. But it's at this point, they're not even being low with it no more.
Not at all. They'll show you. They'll tell you.
Right.
The only thing they literally won't say is like, I am this or I follow this. But
they basically tell you
everything they do, their actions, just like how we call ourselves Christians and we show that through our actions. They follow the devil and they show that in their actions.
That's you spitting today. That made no, because that actually makes so much sense. Like, that's a great way to explain it. It's definitely by their actions, and just like I said, like the little stuff, the little things that you'll see them do, you know. So you got to watch out for that. And then I know some people still try to defend like the triangle, the Illuminati sign, talking about it's Jay-Z's what's it, his studio, his what's his thing called?
I don't know.
Crap, you know, when people have their music things and their Beyonce, Rihanna, they're part of the same industry.
Their company, like Rock Nation?
Yes, thank you, Rock Nation. They try to say that's like a Rock Nation thing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely created by the satanic
it's a Rock Nation thing, but you know who's behind Rock Nation.
But yeah, people still try to defend these little things, and I was so sad because I saw Blue Ivy put that up too.
Blue Ivy does Illuminati symbol.
When she was performing, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she's brainwashed just like her parents. It's so sad.
It's sad. They're training them from young. So in the next couple of years, when we see what's her name, Blue Ivy? When she grows up and, you know, kind of becomes a big figure, because she already has a lot of fame, a lot of following from her mother and father. Just when she grows up.
Same thing with "Don't talk to my man like that." Drake's son.
I forgot his name. Adonis.
They be showing like imagine these little kids see things that we can't even imagine.
Yeah, honestly, like, speaking of that, it's like Drake's last album was kind of scary.
Yeah,
because when you realize if it's a kid who drew that, and if kids have an imagination that, you know, as you go older, you know, you kind of lose.
Right.
But if he can see that from his imagination or what he saw in his maybe dreams,
that's low
or whatever,
key kind of creepy.
That's kind of scary.
Kim Kardashian's daughter did it too. Northwest. She also drew this really creepy like black and white drawing, and it just only can make you imagine, because kids are like the essence of innocence. And we're gonna do another episode on that sooner or later. But we're gonna be talking about just like why God loves little children especially, and why also elites and evil people use little kids in sick and disturbing ways, because they're low key like the epitome of innocence.
Yeah, the kids thing is sad. It's crazy. They really try to take the innocence away from the children, and it's kind of sick what they do, but try to, like, I would say make it for their own power, but like it's sick.
They use little kids for a lot of things, and actually Ryan Garcia definitely talked about that in a lot of his tweets. But just from doing our own research and, you know, seeing some sick stuff and reading, like, when you really go into the conspiracy rabbit hole, y'all will literally never get out.
Yeah,
like
it's not made for you to get out.
No,
it's like once you dive in, you kind of, it breaks your reality. It breaks
that's so cool though.
It takes you out of the matrix of like just living life, and it's sad. Well, I wouldn't say sadly, but like you realize everything that you enjoy is not the things you should be enjoying.
Yeah, because that's why I really want to stress that. You know, when Satan was cast down, he became the prince of the earth. You know what I mean? So obviously, if you're the prince of the earth, you're going to make the earth everything revolving around you. You know what I mean? So when you do go into that rabbit hole, you can't watch anything no more. You can't listen to music no more the same. Like, everything's just like, dang, that's satanic too. Like, come on, bro.
It's revealed through their actions. Every last one of them, the actors, actresses, musicians, they all pick a side, and whether if they did or not, they still signed that contract. And like when we talk about it some more, it's like selling your soul is not just like selling your soul like spiritually, like giving them their soul. You can't do that. It's God's,
right?
But it's kind of just giving up your free will. Like, they now control who you are and how you portray yourself, and that's what selling your soul is. And
if you don't do what they're asking you to do as a puppet, now you're under strings. If you don't do it, they can harm your family. They can ruin your reputation. I can name a list of people whose reputation. Kanye, perfect example. And I wanted to do a whole separate episode on that as well. Okay. But just based on the fact we're talking about this, like, Kanye is no longer Kanye. And I can honestly say that, like, wholeheartedly, I think Kanye was cloned. And it kind of has to do with this Ryan Garcia thing as well, because one of the videos, as we're going to show for you guys later on, he did a video saying, you know, forget everything I was tweeting about, forget everything I was saying, you know, I'm just going to focus on the boxing match. And you look at Kanye, when he gave his life to God, he started making gospel music and he started exposing the industry. He had 2 straight albums, no cuss words.
Right? Because as families, they just don't need all that cursing in their living room like that. We not only proven that we could do songs for God and put Jesus' name on high, we also shown we could do albums without cursing that's actually competing. Don't think that we gotta say, I'm gonna fuck your bitch, I'm gonna sell this pussy, I'm gonna kill you in order to sell records. Right. Don't let the plan that they told Bone Thugs and Harmony keep our communities out of harmony.
And then all of a sudden now he's just out and about with his new wife, posting really lewd, disgusting pictures. You know, he's doing the cussing music. He did a very blasphemous lyric verse about Jesus. I forgot what he said, but he said something very blasphemous. And it's just weird. And he also was shopping at Balenciaga again, which he also said was evil. So there's just too many signs of someone to go like from one thing to the next like that.
Yeah, and
he looks different too.
And he looks a little different. I mean, I don't know. There's many different things you could say. He could be cloned. He could have been drugged and mind controlled. What
gets me mad, Ricardo, is like people will really sit there and be like, "Oh, that's not possible." Do y'all know we're in 2024 and we don't even know if we're in 2024? Because how would we know? How would we know?
We would never know.
We would never know. So for all we know, we could have been here a lot longer. People have more knowledge than you think. And I get so tight because people be like, "Oh, that's not possible. They can't clone people." Like, bro, be for real.
Yes, they can. They have literal research cloning sheep and pigs. My thing is though, if they doing that, I'm sorry, but if they doing that on a small level, trust and believe they're doing it on a big level. Because just out of curiosity, if you were doing it, you would think, hey, could I clone myself? Just out of curiosity standpoint, you don't have to be devilish Christian. You just out of standpoint of, I wonder if I could clone another human, and you would do it. So if they're doing it to pigs and sheep, obviously they'd be able to clone actual humans.
They testing the animals to really use it on humans, so like they do for everything else, medical, everything. And it's so frustrating because you guys need to open your mind to the fact that the world is a lot more ahead than you think, and people are a lot more capable of these sick things than you think.
I mean, even when you look at old civilizations, the fact that they were so advanced, technically we are the slower generation.
I agree.
Like, you know what I mean?
We can't survive by ourselves.
We may have supercomputers, but they built the pyramids. Like,
you know, they still don't know how they built the pyramids, but we're going to talk about that maybe too, because that was definitely in one of Ryan Garcia's tweets. He definitely talks about how, you know, he was saying how they have giants. They have the information on the giants, and that's a biblical thing. These are all biblical things, and it's just kind of weird that everything that is biblical kind of ties into a conspiracy theory.
It's crazy. They tried to, like, once again, like as we said, all our conspiracy theories, the work that we like, the research that we've done, brought us straight back to God. And it
was so beautiful, though. It was scary, but it was also beautiful because it was like, at this point, there's no questioning anymore if God is real. There's just no way you can possibly question it. Like, it's almost impossible to be an atheist once you learn this stuff.
Once you learn it, it's kind of hard because the Bible gives us the answers. Like that's kind of what I got. It's like all the other questions that I was sitting on pondering, like all the what ifs. The Bible answered all of them. So it was kind of like, it really brought my relationship to God like a lot closer, because the world is evil. The world is sick.
So sick, bro. All right, let's hop into the tweets. Let's start pulling up some of his tweets and just start reading them and just talking about them from there.
Okay.
And then we're going to also put up some of the videos for you guys of what was happening. So basically, Ryan Garcia started exposing a bunch of stuff. He started exposing something called the Bohemian Garden, which is basically another place for the politicians, the elites, you know, the governors of the world. And this was in the Geneva Bible, is how... what did he say? When you read the original Bible, the Geneva Bible, it talks about how the higher ups of the world are like basically the governors.
The governors of the world.
Of the... I forget how it was worded. I don't have the Geneva Bible, but I want to invest in it.
We'll get it. But yeah, it was definitely just saying like the governors of the world you have to kind of like look out for.
Those are like the elites. So when we say the elites, we're talking politicians, presidents. I guess those are politicians. People in the industry.
The richest of the rich.
The rich. Oh yeah. The Elon Musks of the world.
Like the people like when you
Bill
think
Gates.
when you think of elite, most likely they're up there.
The people making the laws.
Like yeah.
So when we say that, that's what we're talking about. But he basically was showing something called the Bohemian Garden. I hope this video doesn't get taken down because we're gonna be talking about it. But it's somewhere where they basically do rituals, just like when we talked to you guys about CERN. It's another one of those type of things, except it's just another place where they do like probably like a lot sicker stuff.
From what he revealed and from the knowledge that I've known and dug deep in, that Bohemian Grove, Bohemian Garden, they do some sad, crazy, wicked stuff.
Like things that you can't even fathom. Like, you know how war right now, the thought of war and the videos we see online is sick. Imagine people purposely doing rituals in an even more sick and grotesque type of way. Like it's something that you think about and it makes you like literally want to throw up and cry.
But they do that to gain power. They do that to stay where they are. You know what I mean? And they they do that for initiation. Like for if you want to join those higher ups, you got to do what that is, and it's sick.
Yeah, and there's levels to it. What we learned is that there's also levels to it. So you have the people like Doja Cat. A lot of people are waking up to the fact of humiliation rituals. That's one where they'll do something like, for example, the Britney Spears thing. She shaved her head off years ago. Everybody was confused, like, what's going on with you? But you realize that the industry literally makes you go crazy. Think about people like Orlando Brown. Thank you. I was about to say Bloom for some reason. Orlando Brown doing now his really weird podcast episodes where he sounds like he makes no sense. But I think he's onto something, and you have to kind of decode it because he can't pull a Ryan Garcia or else he will be killed. But he acts crazy so that he can try to bring the truth out to people. But you have to open your eyes. Just because someone's like, people are calling someone crazy doesn't mean they're crazy.
That's why we tell you guys to have your own opinion, formulate your own opinion, and really just open your eyes, wake up out the matrix.
Exactly.
Everything social media will tell you, everything that the hundreds of comments that you see scrolling through,
they sheep, bro.
They'll tell you, oh, he's just losing his mind, or he's on drugs. But
and it's the few people you see, like, y'all know what this is. The ones who know. Humiliation ritual. Or like, oh, he's actually making sense. Like, there's a few people who actually are paying attention to this. But we really need the mass majority of you guys to realize that the world is a lot deeper than you think it is.
Absolutely. You can't continue to live life the way you have. One, as a Christian.
As a Christian, come on, bro.
Learning to turn away, but just even if you don't want to, or, whatever life you choose, you just have to wake up, because everything from what we consume to what we see to what we hear,
right?
God talks about guarding
guarding your heart and your mind.
Guarding your heart,
eye gates, your ear gates.
Yeah, I forgot the saying.
No, you're good.
What you put in from what you see, what you hear, you have to guard that,
right?
Because you're exposing your soul to what it is, and that's the crazier part. Because music has a way with your soul, like what you put in.
Of course.
The vibrations and all that connects with your soul.
They doing some scientifical weird stuff with the music, bro. And what has certain vibrations that messes you up.
And what you see, that's the gateway to your soul.
Oh, I'm about to blow their minds right now.
So yeah, your eyes is the gateway to the soul. So whatever you put in, what you see, but what you see, what you hear, like you're giving your soul what the outside world wants you to hear, and that's what you gotta watch out for.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I was letting you do your thing.
My bad.
You seem really passionate about that.
Yeah, because it's real.
I was waiting for you to get the verse, but it's okay.
I couldn't remember the verse. I was going blank.
Now this topic we can literally talk off no script, like this is our whole thing. But I was about to say, like, I'm about to blow y'all minds, because what he was saying with the music, right? Literally, when you realize that our bodies are 70% water. There was an experiment done when people put words next to frozen water. So they put words like, let's say disgusting, and they froze it in water. And they put words like beautiful, and they froze it in water. And the snowflakes because water when it freezes, little tiny snowflakes. The water that had the negative words in it turned out to be deformed and ugly snowflakes. And the water that had the positive, beautiful words in it, they grew perfect, beautiful snowflakes. Imagine what the words and the things we say to ourselves and the things that the music is saying to us does to our bodies. We're 70% water. And again, they try to tell us how important the water is in our bodies. Yeah. Like the Avatar, that new Avatar movie. Water has memory. So everything that you're putting into your body, EA music
is gonna remember it.
It's gonna remember it. And you guys have to, like, that's what I'm saying, like, little stuff like that is deeper than you think. Like, our bodies are literally 70% water, bro. So imagine that. If we're 70% water and water holds memory, think about that. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
No, that's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff to remember. Because I mean, literally, like, kind of, because at your body does remember a lot of things. And it's crazy because a lot of things, in the world, like, it's all like everything is real.
Everything's connected.
Everything's connected. Everything's real. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I was gonna continue with what you put into your body, like the music, because I know, like, what I used to say was, like, when you go on like a long drive, and you put on music, you kind of turn your brain off and just let music play. I kind of call it like a time machine, because you're not paying attention to time. You're just bopping. You're just listening to what you're putting in, and once again, you're revealing your soul to the music. Yeah. Because you're now no longer conscious, because you're driving. You're just looking at the road straight, whatever, for however long, and now you're kind of unconscious to what you're putting in. Yeah. So you have to pay attention to the music that you listen to, because it's crazy.
Bro, this is how you know that they want us to literally be brainwashed by the music. Tell me why Biden held at the White House or some crap like that a bunch of HBCU students. He hosted them to come to the White House or something, and they were playing Sexy Red. And he was saying that was black excellence. Okay. Literally, it's stuff like that they do on purpose. And I'm not sure if y'all realize that yet, because y'all really bopping Sexy Red. Don't get me wrong. That Drake song she did with SZA, I do like it. But when you make it your idol and you make it something that you're obsessively like, oh my gosh, this is black excellence, it's not. You have to realize that it's done on purpose. They got little kids singing this nonsense, people in the black community idolizing it. Because you're telling me we don't got no more Lauryn Hills and Whitney Houstons?
No, we do.
Like, come on, bro. We do.
They're just not the ones being glorified.
They can choose who they make famous. Duh. Like, you think Ice Spice came here because she was talented? Let's be for real.
Yeah, nah.
Let's be for real. She came out of nowhere, bro. Y'all really got to start realizing that. Same thing with Cardi B. I ain't gonna lie. Cardi B, she's cool. But y'all, when you realize she came out of nowhere.
I mean, when
she came out of nowhere.
When it comes especially to like rap and hip hop and stuff like that, you can blatantly see who they're promoting. Because one, the biggest two things in, like, I feel like in rap and hip hop is sex.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And violence.
So
and drugs.
Well, yeah, but when they promote somebody, when somebody gets big real quick, see if it's because of sex or their body or what they're promoting, drugs or what they're promoting, or violence or what they're promoting. Right. Like just listen. Like, it may be cool. Like, it may be something to bop your head to, but then if they're promoting something like, let's say, Ice Spice, and all she do is twerk. Obviously they're promoting sex. Right. If they're promoting someone like Sexy Red, talk about make that breathe. Yeah. Obviously they're promoting sex. Like, they're promoting something.
It's crazy because it's not obvious to everybody. So I mean, for us it sounds like it's obvious, like duh. But when you realize that people really don't realize it, and you say these things, like the biggest one was Doja Cat. That's when I realized y'all was sheep. When I tell you, and y'all can quote me, I was the biggest Doja Cat fan. Ricardo, I loved Doja Cat so much. Do you know how hard it was for me to unfollow her when she started doing the satanic stuff?
I believe it.
I still snoop sometimes because I miss her, but it's not her no more. And I realized y'all was the biggest sheep when y'all was still on her talking about it's just her aesthetic.
I'm sorry. When where was it? We was in the mall or something. It was in a store, and we heard like some kids singing the
oh my goodness, her new song.
And I was like, y'all are
that song was scary because I played it one time ever, and and I played it for him. I showed him the video. I was like, do you see how satanic this is? It was so obvious. But to some of y'all, it wasn't for some reason.
I don't know. I don't know.
Y'all got to do your research. They just have to do their research. Like, people really don't realize that everything is symbolic, but they call it art. Do y'all realize there's a difference between art and symbolism? Like, if someone keeps putting the same shape, right? A bunch of different, let's say you have 3 different artists and they keep putting the same shape in all their art, you realize it's symbolism and it's no longer art.
Yeah.
It's art is supposed to be different. It's supposed to be abstract. If they're all doing the same thing, Lil Nas X, Cardi B,
they're trying to portray
Doja
something.
Cat, they're obviously showing you something, right? But anyways, that song she did, Paint the Town Red, I played it one freaking time, bro. And that's when I had to unfollow her and stop bopping her and stuff. And I heard it, someone singing it, and I swore to stop singing it because it's like they make it catchy on purpose, so you keep playing it in your head.
It's wicked.
He is my witness. I started singing that joint, like by mistake, and we looked at each other. It was like, oh my gosh.
It's sick. They make it. That probably might have been, sadly, the catchiest song of the like 2020.
It was so freaking catchy. Even just talking about it.
It's crazy. And then you go on TikTok and now it's all over. And
you play it once, it's in your head the rest of the day.
The rest of the day, and it's sick.
That's scary, actually.
Because what she promoted in that song is something absolutely wild.
Talking about selling her soul.
For anyone to just bring up casually.
And if you guys pay attention, then this video, I know we was going to end up like not dragging it on purpose, but there's a lot of information to unpack when you really get into the conspiracies. But if you guys really don't believe us, for example, look at the video she did, Doja Cat and The Weeknd. You're right, but I forgot the name of the song. Literally the intro of the video, you'll see checkerboard floors again, and you'll see her with the scales. And one will have her heart and one will have money. And look which one is tipping over. The one with the money.
Yeah.
Her heart she chose to let go of. So it's like little symbolic things like that, and you're gonna call it art, but you realize she's letting you know she chose the money.
She chose it. Yeah.
She chose the fame. And she said it. She said it in her song.
Yeah.
And y'all just don't believe them. They could tell you to your face, and y'all still choose not to believe them.
Yeah. Honestly, look. If y'all, once again, an experiment that we used to do with my friends. Turn off everything and just what does your mind bring up when you're sitting in silence?
It's kind of scary.
It's scary what will pop up. But that's the thing connected to your soul at the moment.
Ooh, that's kind of crazy.
You know what I mean? So
I'll think of cheddar popcorn.
At least it's some cheddar popcorn.
I'm kidding.
At least, you know.
I'm not a saint. None of us are saints. Okay?
No, not at all. But you know, it's sad because even as best as you can be, you walking outside and somebody bumping some Lil Durk can mess up your whole flow, and now technically you put in something that you didn't mean to put in.
Facts.
And now it's repeating in your mind because you heard it, somebody, you know what I mean, playing it through their car while you was at a stoplight. You know what I mean? Just trying to, I don't know, show some level of violence. Now it's stuck in your head.
And now you're kind of mad. You're mad on the way to work. Like, if somebody talked to me crazy today, they're gonna get it.
Now you're repeating it, and now you're repeating something because once you say something, what you put out, I wouldn't say manifesting, but you're speaking it into existence. You know what I mean? It all, like, everything cycles literally like that. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Bro, it's too obvious at this point. Like, Cat Williams even put y'all on game. Like, he wasn't even telling y'all a piece of what was going on. He gave y'all a little bit, and y'all was freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. It's too obvious. This is not a conspiracy podcast episode. Let's get to this Ryan Garcia thing.
It is a conspiracy episode.
It is a conspiracy episode, but we going crazy. They're not ready for it. There's a
lot of different topics to nitpick that we could dive deeper in.
They're not ready for it, though. We told them we were going to ease them into the rabbit hole. We got a bunch of episodes for
y'all got to get hit, man. I'm ready to talk about all of it.
We're ready. But let's start slow. Let's start with something recent. So let's get into one of his tweets real quick. Okay. What we're gonna do for you guys is just read the tweets, and we're just gonna talk about it from there. So we have more of like a topic to stay on, because we will go for days, hours.
That's what we used to talk about a lot of the time too.
Literally for hours we did our research, and it did grow us closer to God.
Absolutely.
But okay, so this one tweet, he says Elon Musk is the Antichrist.
I don't know.
We can never know yet, but
we can never know till it happens.
My theory,
he is one of the richest men on earth, so yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised.
So my theory is, and sorry if I talk over you, I'm really excited. I'm not trying to. I don't think he might be the right hand to the Antichrist, is my opinion. I think him working on the brain chips and all that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, because we already talked about this, but we're going to explain to them. But like the Neuralink thing, our theory is that that's going to have something to do with the mark of the beast. And he's going to basically be in charge of making all that stuff and the technology. And
then on top of that, I also think like he's performing miracles, making people who can't walk.
You're right. Maybe he is the Antichrist. I forgot about that. Yeah.
He's performing miracles, but
the reason I don't want to say he's the Antichrist because we also did some other research, but I don't think we want to talk about that yet.
Yeah, that's a different topic.
But we think it's a group of people, a religion. But we're not going to go too deep into that. But maybe soon. Anyways, next one. If I drop my evidence, they will kill my whole family, including my kids. That's what they do.
Yeah, they have that power. Like definitely. They'll definitely try to. I mean, as long as you stay prayed up with God, keep your family within, and you pray for your family, let's hope.
Yeah, God can protect anybody, no matter what. Nothing is impossible with God, but these people are sick. And
they'll do anything to hurt you.
Yeah. Sometimes things are just how it is. Like, next one he says is, I'm not suicidal. So y'all know he's saying.
Yeah, and y'all got to realize with these texts, they'll put that out. Like Kanye did it.
He did, right? Yeah.
Kanye was like, I was in my right mind, and all of a sudden he went crazy. He disappeared, and he came back. Like they'll tell you. Y'all just have to realize because it's an X and Twitter. So when they say they're not suicidal and they all of a suddenly die because they
killed themselves. Like,
killed themselves or accidentally. It's not accidental.
Overdose or something.
It was not. It's not accidental. Like it was planned. They planned that.
I think another one was like that. Was like XX Tenation or whatever.
XX Tentacion.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how to say his name. I wasn't an X person, but
I wasn't a big X fan. But I had some people around me that was.
But he was another one though with that like weird. His last music video was actually really symbolic as well. And I think I'm not sure if he ever did a video saying he wasn't suicidal, but that's how they kind of like do it. They'll do a little symbolic video, some weird, and then of them dying or something, and then they actually die.
They'll tell you what's going on before it happens, so they can't say they never told you.
Let's see, what's another one? As I'm doing this, you can see the narrative shift into, oh, he is just that crazy guy. A lot of these are just him like rambling, so we don't have to comment on everything, but he was basically saying like the narrative is shifting and people are going to call him crazy.
I mean, we don't have to talk about it, but like with that one specifically, people are already calling him like you're going insane or he's drugged up. And like it's crazy. It's crazy.
This next one says, I'm confused on why my tweets are getting deleted. Didn't Elon, the alien clone, whatever he is, when he said that this was a free speech? I think he's talking about X.
Yeah.
So basically he called Elon Musk an alien, a clone, or whatever he is. And actually I've heard a story about that like one of his old babysitters said that he sucked her into a satanic portal. And it was, I'm not kidding. She was like, I used to babysit Elon when he was a kid, and he was like summoning up demons and stuff and try to suck her in, and she called on Jesus' name and she came out of it.
That's crazy.
And he called them his friends. So at this point, we already told you guys, aliens are demons, and clones are what they do to people who are obviously synthetic, like they're not real. They are controlled by the higher ups or Satan. Yeah,
I mean that's wicked. I wonder.
I don't know. The story could have been fake, but I mean it's true.
It could have been, but the pastor that we talked about that we watched. He went
James
through,
Koala.
He went through some crazy stuff. So I wonder if he also went through some crazy stuff when he was, what I mean?
This guy was talking about swallowing snakes and weird stuff, and
I mean,
voodoo is real.
It's real. So I wonder if he's calling Elon this, that he possibly went through the same witch type things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, to give him such powers, but it's wicked.
I mean,
it's sad.
I believe it. I wouldn't put it past it. Let's see. What's another one? Sometimes tomorrow I will make a video where I say I'm good and I'll go back to training like everything is normal. And most will forget all that has happened, or maybe everyone finally wakes up. So he actually did just that. And I didn't know he tweeted that actually until I seen this. That's so scary. So you want to put the video up so that they can see?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, so basically in this video, it's just him. After he tweeted all this stuff that we're going to read for you guys, he did a basically like an apology in response to it, saying that everything is back to normal. But okay, let's put the video up for you guys.
Here to announce my return back to Instagram.
Now, over these past couple of days, you guys have seen some pretty intense things. I understand what they are and I don't understand what they look like. But I'm coming back to announce I'm not going to speak on any other topic other than boxing, sports, and my fight. That's the only thing I'm going to be talking about. And I'm training for this fight. I want everybody to know this fight's still on. 420, 5 weeks of super focus. I have PBD helping me in this camp and many other warriors. So I thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you guys on 420.
It's crazy. I mean, even that video. I mean, we have a lot of people try to break that video down because some people say like it was some people say that it was faked. Like
AI.
Like it was an AI green screen. It's possible, but it's
AI. That technology, guys, is gonna fool a lot of people.
Once again, we tell y'all like we're way farther than what they show you. But it could also be like they could have made, they could make you do anything,
right?
You know what I mean? They could definitely say as someone who's probably God fearing, cares for their family, we'll do something to your family if you don't make this video. So
exactly. So he probably could have just done it just to make them stop and just to make some people think like, okay, he's done. He was just being silly. Silly Ryan.
He was drugged up or something.
Yeah,
he's losing his mind a little. All the boxing making him lose his mind.
Right. And back to the you know what else? Before I say this other thing. He was also wearing something that we both picked up. We was like, that was like a thorn of crowns.
Immediately. Yeah.
And, some people also realize that too. Y'all don't see the symbolism, bro. And my thing is, y'all are not low. Y'all elites are just being too obvious at this point.
Once again, they'll show you the truth so they can't say they never told you.
That's so scary.
It's in your face. Y'all just have to wake up.
He's on Team Jesus. They put the thorn of crowns to mock him. What do you think that random thing is on his head, bro? Come on. And then the other thing I was going to say was that with AI, that's why I don't put it past them that they could have cloned Kanye and now they have his voice forever. They have thousands of Kanye records. You don't think they can make AI of Kanye making any music they want? Y'all really think that's really Kanye? And that goes for any artist. We've seen videos of TikTokers, random people making AIs. Think about all the SpongeBob AIs we've been seeing.
Yeah, a lot of them.
But okay.
They got AI. AI can do anything. They can copy your voice,
your face,
anything, and it's sick, man. It's sick because even earlier this year or late last year, they did the Super Bowl, like not Super Bowl, but a football game, and they had AI and or robots. Sitting in the crowds where they copy people's faces and stuff like that. Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. You guys can't believe anything on your phones anymore. Like literally any pictures you see, like we already see that with just regular Photoshop. Kardashians do that all the time. You can't believe a thing you see. That goes for what you're hearing and what you're seeing. At this point, you can only focus on Jesus. Like that's the most for sure thing you have at this point in life.
That's it.
It's literally Jesus.
That's it. Anything in the world is like it's of Satan at this point.
It's sad.
Literally from the food that we eat, everything's either highly processed, meant to kill you, give you cancer.
Everything gives you cancer.
Even
bro.
like once again, like I said earlier in the video, I had to give up Oreos. Oreos is literally like they have
a satanic symbol.
They have a satanic symbol on each cookie that you consume. Like,
so basically, when you're eating it, you're basically ingesting in your body. It's supposed to symbolize something. But God also doesn't you don't have to be scared of everything because God doesn't judge people on what they don't know.
Right.
But what if you do know?
It kind of
makes you want to avoid certain things, so not to follow your body and your mind more.
Yeah, that's why He tells us to eat healthy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Eat things that come from the ground. Once we said, if you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, but if you're watching this,
he's not gonna judge people if you don't know. That would be very unfair.
They heard you say it now. It's too late. No more Oreos for you guys.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
You definitely just ruined it for everybody else.
Nah.
I mean, they'll probably still eat it.
If I gotta stop, y'all gotta stop.
Man. Okay. Next one. I love God and my kids. I love Jesus. I'm healthy and I don't have no medical issues for the record.
So like we said earlier, they're gonna bring out the drugs. They're gonna say he's using too many drugs.
He was sick.
He's sick. You know what I mean? All the boxing, like he has CTE, like messed up his head. he's saying right then and there, like, he's okay, he's good.
Yeah, and I want to really point out the fact that he's saying Jesus. He's not saying God or the higher power.
Because that's what they'll tell you to stop talking about. They won't tell you to say God, because God is very, I wouldn't say like
lowercase g God.
Yeah, because
there's God, the God we serve, and then there's the lowercase g God.
Yeah,
and that's the other gods that they serve.
Yeah, but
it's Jesus. That's the name that they can't say.
Yeah, they can't stop you from like you. They try to stop you from saying Jesus because it's specific and it holds power. But saying kind of God, it's been kind of, I won't say like demoralized, but kind of watered down. Yeah. Because a lot of people say they, gods or God or,
because they don't have to specify, our God. They don't have to say the God of Hebrew. Like, they just say God because there's multiple gods, which are demons. I want you to say that as well. Like, Beyonce, she follows like a sun god. The new one I'm noticing is Saturn. Yeah. Ariana Grande, new song, she brought that up. SZA, she brought that up. A couple of them bring that up. That's another god. It's a demon. So stuff like that. But okay, let's see. They have power to start erasing your memory and giving you low attention span to the point of exhaustion. So bad that you will start sinning because of it and stay quiet, and they will let you have your memory back. Sorry.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. That once again, like they will, the higher ups, the elites, the Freemasons, the whatever you want to call them.
I don't even think these people, our listeners, love you guys. I don't think they get the Freemason thing. We'd have to break that down a whole other episode.
That's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother rabbit hole we can open.
But basically, let's just say it's a religion. You'll see it everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll see it everywhere.
It's actually crazy how it's everywhere. It's crazy.
But basically, the Freemasons and let's just say the Satanists, best friends. Hand in hand. If not best friends, the Freemasons might be worse even that. They probably come before the Satanists.
I think so. Only because I would say so only because the Freemasons, the higher you go, the more knowledge you get. And you know what I mean? I think Satanism is just a religion by itself. I don't think it kind of has a hierarchy to it. Right. Freemasonry has
there's different groups. There's different groups and cults, but they all worship the same person, which is Satan.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell you this fun fact before we continue. All of our presidents were Freemasons. Anyways, y'all didn't hear it here, but you heard it here.
Like that's a whole nother. When we tell y'all we have so many conspiracy theories that we could talk about. I mean, we one of the ones that we did was like the presidents. We broke that down to like the T.
I think we did talk about that a little bit. Did we?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
I'm not sure, but let's get back to the topic.
Oh yeah, he said they have the power to start erasing your memory. So kind of imagine like Men in Black, that little that they did.
Yeah,
pretty sure they have that in real life.
They drug you. I'm telling you, they drug them.
What's it called? What you talk about? It starts with an M, I think. You said it's a drug. You said they used it on Kanye.
Was it DMT?
No, you talk about it all the time.
What drug?
The drug. The
we're gonna have to come back to that one.
Sorry. When you remember, you remember. You literally said the other day when we were talking about the Ryan Garcia thing. You're like, oh, when they use drugs, they use something called like, you know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I'm not gonna.
But you don't remember the name? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You don't remember the name?
I don't remember the name right now.
Okay, that's fine.
They definitely, when they tell you celebrities are going to like, they've been away to the doctors or whatever, they drugging them. Like, realize that they drug them, they come back different. They always come back different. They always have like their face will be a little different. Their hair will be a little different. Certain things like that, they'll show you.
Oh my gosh, like Kodak Black.
Yeah.
And same thing that they're gonna do with my boy Tory Lanez.
Sadly.
That was also something satanic that we don't understand.
Yes, because when you break that down too,
his dad,
the higher ups, no, not even that, but the higher ups and the elites own the jails. So
there's no winning.
You don't. It's
when you realize there's no freaking winning, that they own the jails also. And one of my theories is that Satan specifically doesn't like black people, but I think that's another episode too, isn't it? Sorry, there's just too much information.
We keep saying this for another episode, but when we tell y'all we can dive so deep into each topic.
We could do an episode just on that.
We could talk about it for hours.
But that's why we have a podcast, because we have to let this information out there because it's really good to know. But okay, he also says that they give you something that makes you have a low attention span to the point of exhaustion, so bad that you will start sinning because of it. So that makes sense. So basically, he's just saying that they give you drugs. They have the power to make you literally unable to think. So basically, he's just saying that they give you something that makes you have a low attention span to the point of exhaustion, so bad that you will start sinning because of it. So that makes sense. So basically, he's just saying that they give you drugs. They have the power to make you literally unable to stop sinning, unable to realize that what you're doing is wrong because you just keep going back. You can't focus. You just keep doing the same thing. All right. But with Jesus, you will power through all of that. And he put that in caps. That's good. I like how, like, once again, he's saying Jesus, because that's what we're really looking at. They would definitely stop you when you realize, when you listen to anybody, like any artist that goes up for awards and say, I thank God, or they say this or that, they don't say Jesus. They don't call his name. If they're not saying Jesus, then you could already just tell you they're not talking about the God we serve. And I mean, it's even on our dollar, in God we trust. Yeah, they're not talking about our God. And you also can see the pyramid and the eye, but you guys are still going to say it's a Rock Nation thing. Come on, bro. It's Rock Nation, all right. Come on, bro. But anyways, next tweet. Are you guys the crazy ones? Because I'm not lying. They are hurting kids, and everyone is standing back telling me to shut up. I don't care anymore. I'll die for innocent souls taken. If you aren't on my side, you are on the devil's side. I will say, though, I'm proud of him for continuing to speak up about it, because this is it is a dangerous topic for him. But him exposing it though and talking about Jesus, I feel like he's kind of untouchable now though, because he's touchable. No, he's very But what are they gonna do? He's telling them, I'm not sick. I'm not suicidal. How are they gonna? That don't mean anything, because our attention span. MK Ultra. Yeah, there it is. No, good job, babe. Good job. Yeah, they definitely do that. They use that drug. But it's very easy to take away a celebrity, especially once that's not blatantly in the limelight right Tupac? Now. They could easily take them away. They could easily stop showing them, because we're gonna forget. Oh, crap, TikTok, right? Social media, YouTube, whatever. It goes so fast. It goes quick. So him saying all this now, we're gonna forget. Next month we'll forget and start talking about A, B, or C. So just like Kanye. You know what I mean? They could go quiet for a little bit, and we will all forget. Because literally before Kanye came back with this, and I hate to keep bringing him up, but he's the most perfect example, and I really pray that his soul's with God. But before he did all this, he disappeared for a month, and everybody was talking about it. Where's Kanye? Not everybody. They were kind of keeping it on the hush. You know what I mean? But he definitely disappeared for at least a month. Yeah, and he said, if I ever go anywhere, you know why. He came back, but I think they had to be strategic with Kanye, because if they killed him, we would have known. Yeah, no. Because he was saying a lot. He was going on the big platforms saying a lot. He was doing a lot, and he was using his platform to promote God and Jesus. So if they did do that, if they killed him, they would have ratted themselves out. Yeah, they had to do it like this, where they cloned him or MK Ultra'd him. I think what they do is they erase the recent part of their memories, and they just kind of upload what they want them to know from now, and then they can just continue where they were before. Literally, when we when they drug them, think of Get Out. How the lady was able to get in his brain and push him to the back. Literally think of that. That's but using drugs to do that. Y'all think that these are just movies? They're telling you that stuff is possible. Hypnotism and the Neuralink. What more do you need to get somebody to erase their memory? Literally. A Neuralink, if it can make somebody walk again, you don't think it can make somebody forget who they were from the past 3 years? Hey, that's all I'm gonna say. He also said he'll die for innocent souls, which is period, as he should. You know what I mean? And let's keep going. He said he doesn't. They're hurting kids and stuff like that. Yeah, it's wicked. It's wicked. The biggest heartbreak will be when I die in front of the world. They would try to make an example of me. Told you. They're not afraid to do it. Nah, if he keeps talking, yeah, then no. They're not afraid to do it. Because no one questions them either, though. No. That's the thing that sucks. Is we'll see it and they'll be like, oh. And it's just another, like I said, it's another one. Oh, next week is about this person. Next week is about SZA. Oh my goodness, SZA dropping the album. Yet Ryan Garcia just told the whole truth, and now he's gone, and nobody's heard from him ever since. Crazy. That's so sad, but that's why he said that he don't care, he'll die for innocent souls. He also said, let's get there. I will have a whole team with all the files and every claim and every possible information evidence I have, and I will prove it in the court of law. He said again, I love God and my kids, I love Jesus, and I'm healthy. Attention to those who sold their soul. There is a way back. You can't sell your soul. Your soul belongs to God. So it wasn't yours to sell anyways. You didn't read the contract. You probably just signed it and didn't care. 3 a.m. even in dark, I light it up. You see everything coming out now.
Yeah, like we said, you can't. It's God's. Like, you can't give your soul. The devil can't hold on to your soul, but it's giving up your free will.
It's an expression.
It's giving up your free will and your likeness. That's what kind of selling your soul is. So I feel bad for some people who maybe just. The thing is, though, they definitely go after people. Just for example, like Sexy Red coming from a bad background. They're gonna take you. Oh, you want a lot of money here?
Yeah, it's easier.
And it was crazier. It was even crazier. Is one, you don't even own your music. Two, the money's not even real because it's not yours. It's on loan.
And money isn't real in the first place.
Money's not real in the first place, but it's on loan at that. So it's not even your money. It's not even your money that you pocket. They loaning it to you, and now you have to pay them back. So now you're in debt. Now they like, it's crazy. Like, it's.
I hear they don't even make nothing from their music for real
because they own it.
Yeah,
they all own it.
That's why Tory tried to go independent, and that's kind of why I think the whole Megan Thee Stallion thing happened, because he got his power back, and he already had the platform that they gave him. So it was kind of like, now what? You gave me this platform. I'm big now because I did this, but now at the same time I can talk about Jesus if I want to. They had to get rid of him. He had too much power.
Once you sign those contracts, the company now owns you. And that's what's selling your soul. Like, it's not your physical, it's not your actual soul, it's your likeness, your free will, your music. So now everything that you do is what they want you to do and what they produce. So they'll hold on to your music. Or if you one day you just be like, I really do want to make gospel music. No, go drop this album about killing people.
Bro, guys, it takes a simple, before they get rid of TikTok, please utilize TikTok before it's gone, because they're trying to make it go away because we're too together with TikTok. But before they get rid of it, it's a simple TikTok search. Look up Cardi B crying late at night, saying that she just wants to be a mother. She doesn't want to be part of this anymore.
I didn't want her to do this song, Shake It, or like any drill songs, because it's like these songs are activating like these demons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. Like I just want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that old Cardi anymore. I left that lifestyle a long time ago, bro. Like, I don't want to be that anymore. Like,
and look up Sukiana back in the day, talking about her contract and how she sold her soul to the devil. Y'all, they tell you it's in old videos. You have to look at these old clips, and like, it's them, it's your artist. They're telling you. Cardi B literally was crying about it. And I honestly, the reason I really sympathize with Cardi B is because I don't think she wanted to be part of it. I don't think she knew what she was signing up for.
I don't think they do.
I think she was the perfect candidate.
Like I said, they'll go into impoverished areas where people think, you know what I mean, they may not ever make it out their situation,
right?
And then take advantage of them because they're gonna sign because they see $500,000. They're gonna sign that, but it's on loan, so you got.
That's why he said, like, you probably didn't even read it. You just signed it.
But you got to give the money back. They own your music. They own what you do. You have to go buy chains. You have to promote this. You have to promote sex.
Promote killing.
Promote killing. Your likeness and free will is gone. And now all the following that you gained, it was all everything that they wanted you to promote. So the people that's listening to you don't even care about you. They just care about what you promote. It's crazy.
Yeah. And you ever realize, like, you put on a gospel song that's like, you know, sounds new age. You'll be like, oh, that's weird. That's corny. You talking about Jesus. You put on something about killing and stealing and sex and drugs and killing and stealing and sex and drugs.
Real easy. Now you bobbing your head. Now you putting that straight into your conscience, and now your conscience is gonna repeat that, and now you're promoting things that you don't need to promote.
It's so sad because it shows human nature. Why do we love sin? Why do we love the negativity? If we ever did a song about and giving and loving and
I'm good.
Like, oh, that's corny. That's corny. Nah, I'm a thug. I'm old nigga pull the trigger.
Oh, okay.
All right. But it's sad though.
It's. I mean, it really shows that the human body, we are born in sin. We're gonna fall to sin and we're gonna like it. But that's not what we should be doing, and we should continue to follow Christ in our actions.
This next one, Kim Kardashian, please join the correct side. Chris, you know it's time to come to Christ. Hallelujah. One of the comments is like, Kim on the evil side? ? And then he said, you didn't see she did more world for Balenciaga after the kids scandal.
I try to stay off social media too much, and especially with music. I've been doing really well with not listening to the old music that I used to listen to, because it's what you put in is what you put out too. So all the music that you listen to, whether it's sad or whether it's violence, you kind of end up promoting that yourself. You know what I mean? You try to portray what you listen to. So
this next one he tweeted, and this is gonna blow y'all mind because I talk about this all the time. He says Balenciaga, put the words up, finest 4 words, Baal. They switched the worlds around. And he put up the definition of Baal, and that's another demon. And that's why they hide it into the fashion industries, into the music, into the company names, into the Google. So every little symbol that we have, every little company, it's all symbolic. Why do you think Elon Musk, as soon as he became on Twitter, he got rid of the bird? That had to be the last thing that probably wasn't symbolic.
Yeah, probably.
It probably symbolized the dove too much, and they had to take it down. He made it an X, which is another symbolic thing. But back to the Balenciaga thing, Baal is basically a demon, and it says right here, he makes those who he has the power to make those who invoke him, I think that says, invisible. So probably like, I'm assuming that means like he has the power to kind of make them untouchable.
Yeah.
Back in the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, we're reading it with y'all, so.
yeah, that's sick, man. That's sick, cause that's the one that like the majority of the people worship, right? It's Baal.
Really?
That's the one with the like one arm up and one arm down.
Oh, that's so scary.
So the fact that the power is to invoke them to be invisible. They're invisible. They're invisible to like they're invisible to regular people. You know, when you don't get out the Matrix.
Yeah.
They're invisible.
You could never. So kind of like Hillary Clinton.
You know what I mean? They'll
and
say,
like the Obamas. And
so like I've been saying, they'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And you just can't see it. They'll tell you the truth, but they're still invisible. So we'll never know, type of thing. It's crazy. That's wicked, man. That's wicked.
That's so scary.
That's wicked.
Here's another one. Does no one care that the children of Disney are always losing it, and Nickelodeon and all those kid stars? Yeah. And there's more. Oh, and these people will sue me for defamation, but I will win that case too when I show the court what they did. Reason I use no names because it's right in front of your face. So let's just talk about that.
Hello. I'm gonna keep saying it till y'all understand. They will show you everything. They will tell you what they're doing just so they can say they never just so they can say they never told you. Like you know what I mean? They'll reveal the truth to you, what they're doing. All of the people that you may think, the higher ups, the celebrities, the people who own the companies, all of them. Yeah. They're showing you everything that they do on purpose.
And I want to talk about really like the Disney and Nickelodeon kids. Look, bro, if y'all haven't seen the pattern at this point, everything in life is a pattern. Okay? If you haven't noticed the pattern with the Disney stars and the Nickelodeon stars yet, then like, what's going on? Even the fact that they have that documentary that just came out exposing the what's his name? Dan Schneider from Nickelodeon. He was doing sick things to those kids on set, bro. He was abusive. He was sexually abusive, physically abusive, and mentally abusive. And like people coming out like Drake Bell, and people were saying, well, we can't take what he says serious because he also sexually molested kids. But where do you think those habits are learned? Right, yeah. That's learned from as a child. He probably was being abused sexually a lot. That messes up your mental. And I'm not saying what he did was okay, but you have to understand that when those things happen, that's traumatic. And you know, you think about people like Demi Lovato. She was completely messed up. And then what she's doing now, as soon as that happens, now she's big into the LGBTQ thing, and also she's, you know, doing the demonic stuff in her albums on the cross and the dark stuff. And Demi Lovato was always a very like, she seemed like a happy soul, and it's people with the happiest souls that they prey on. Yeah, because they're sympathetic. They're you know, they're more empathetic to things. I think it's easier to prey on people who are pure souls. Turn them complete evil. Think about Raven Simone. She's another one. Turned out really weird. Another big one was who's the girl from Mean Girls again, and from Parent Trap? What's her name again? Lindsay Lohan. Really big one. I'm trying to name as many. Bynes. What's her name? Amanda Bynes. Another really huge one. Before your time, Ricardo. For sure. I could go on and on and on, but all these people in the industry as kids messes them up completely. Completely. Let's keep going. Let's see. They auction off kids. They do. Where do you think the missing kids go, y'all? They sell them to the elites. This is come on. This is basic knowledge right in your face. Kahui. Yeah. But probably not. Y'all don't know this. They really think that when they put the Amber Alerts that they actually are looking for these kids. They know where the kids are. They know where the kids are.
They not looking for them. I'm sorry, they not looking for them kids. They not looking for them. I remember like a little video that RDC World did, like where they saw the Amber Alert. It's like, we gotta go. Nobody's looking. Sadly, nobody's looking for those kids. They just put an alert out to
act like it's just a facade of it. Mm-hmm. And also, I knew that they were doing corrupt things with children. When also we looked into it, and you think about celebrities like Pharrell and celebrities who look like they've been young for the same age,
long time. Yeah.
When you pay attention to labor bills, if you ever have kids or you had kids. I think it's the placenta, but it's also the umbilical cord. Before it goes fully white, before all the blood comes out of the umbilical cord, what they do is they cut it and they take the blood from the umbilical cord, bro, and they sell it. Mm-hmm. You can't buy some of this stuff back from your own body, from your own baby, without having to pay for it. Mm-hmm. Where do you think that stuff goes? It's not going where they're telling you it's going.
I mean, some people look young forever, so
they're drinking infant bloods, and it's hard to even say because I feel like people won't even they can't fathom that. But there's certain things that are spiritual, like I said, and like we said, kids are the epitome of innocence. So you don't think that you drinking or digesting, kind of like witchcraft, kind of like think about how witches, you make potions. That stuff is kind of real. Mm-hmm. So it's like you don't think you drinking these things, doing a little prayer over with Satan. He has the power. Satan doesn't have power, but he has the power to make the things that are temporary seem important. Yeah. So your physical body, he can make you young. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because that's something that won't last forever. That's not important. That's not what God looks at. He don't look at your body. Mm-hmm. But Satan, he can make your body look good. Because he wants you to worry about all the wrong things. So. Exactly. So you could stay young forever, sure. Just drink a little bit of this. And they put it on their face. They ingest it.
It's wicked. It's what they do is wicked.
I guess that's like what, the black market?
Yeah. Yeah, the black market, yeah.
Yeah. Next thing he says, I'm not the crazy one. It's the people that know what I'm saying but are silent. Those are the cowards and the lazy ones. He also says, an earthquake will strike LA and destroy Hollywood and Vegas, aka Sin City. Now that's a bold one to say.
Yeah, if it happens though, if
it happens, I don't know, man. If it happens,
they might just hold off and say they don't do it. But next
I don't
week.
think it's them. I think it's God.
Maybe. I
don't think it's them planning these things. Some things I think. Remember, Satan and God can still be in contact with each other. Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Satan talked to God during the whole Job thing, and he was already casted down from earth. So I think Satan can still talk to God, and God's probably like, I'm going to destroy this evil stuff that you're doing. Like, I'm going to destroy it. Satan knows. I think they're just preparing for a way. Like, why do you think all the rich people are going down to their bunkers right now? They're running away. They're hiding. They're fleeing. Because I think they know God is not going to, God's gonna tell him what he gonna do.
God gonna tell you. He gonna tell you exactly.
I'm destroying it, and it's called Sin City for a reason. Like, come on, bro. They tell you, and y'all still gonna be like, it's just a name. It has history. It's art.
Yeah, it has history.
I'm sick of y'all.
Has history, all right.
I'm so sick of y'all.
Do y'all history before the 100 years of the city or whatever? Like, there's so much more to unpack to America itself. It's wicked.
Hollywood, bro. Hollywood's the most evil, satanic place in America, I think. Hollyweird is what they call it. Yeah, and Vegas, all that. Nah, bro. That's the most satanic part of the United States. Why? And I also think it's my theory why California and that whole side is burning.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Think about that. Y'all think these natural disasters, a lot of it is according to the Bible prophecy of the end times. Yeah. And if God's going to end the world in fire, I think it's kind of ironic that they're burning right now slowly. And that sounds really bad. And I'm not trying to sound evil or wish that on the innocent people, but
God said he's coming back, and when he comes back, he's not going to destroy the world with water again.
Yeah, it's symbolic. He talked a lot about Gaza and Palestine, and he says that he wants a ceasefire, but he also said he wants to pray for Jerusalem, which is kind of where I stand on the whole thing as well, because the Bible does say to pray for the Israelites. But it also you know, obviously God doesn't want to see innocent kids be killed every day, murdered senselessly. So I stand with what Ryan Garcia is saying, like, pray for the Israelites, but also ceasefire, like, you know what I mean, like, it's sick what they're doing. And he said he's not going to stand by and, like, you know, keep watching innocent kids be killed. He says, I'm calling for peace in the Middle East. I agree. It's freaking sick. And it's crazy, back to that too, that, like, America really just has us working like dogs, barely able to afford stuff. Whole time they're using all the money to kill other people.
It's wicked and sad. Like I said, America is one crazy place. It's one crazy place.
Let's see. Why do you think that in all scary movies they always use priests from Catholic churches? Because they are molesters and they allow you to disrespect God. This is another freaking whole episode, is the Catholic Church and the corruption of the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Half of the people, not even half, more than half of people who I talked to who were part of Catholic religion and Catholic church, all no longer believe in God, hate the church, have traumatic experiences, and just, I can go on. And like most people who start their journey following Christ, they go to a Catholic church and never come back.
Yeah.
The Catholic Church is an evil place. It's very corrupt. And if you're Catholic and you're listening to this, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna, like, sugarcoat my beliefs. No. Because at this point, it's just also, like, it's very unbiblical and it's very obvious. You know, like, if you ever peep yourself confessing your sins to another human being behind a door.
Yeah, that don't even make sense.
Why are you confessing your sins to another human that's not God? Find me something in the Bible that will talk about that and we could talk. The next thing, Hail Mary. The F, bro. Excuse my French, but the F. I went to a Catholic church one time as a kid. My parents let me go just to see how it was. You know, just to see. And I was so confused when they were doing the Hail Mary thing. And apparently when they do the cross thing, apparently it's the upside down cross. It's not even the full cross. It's like you put it all the way up here. You put it all the way up here. You put it down to your stomach and then you do here and here. That's upside down. Wouldn't it be up here and here? There's a lot of things.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of things, and I'm glad he talked about that. The next thing he said was, the Pope of the Vatican is another Antichrist. Remember, God said there will be many Antichrists. And he says, why is the Pope letting little kids get raped and molested around the world? The Vatican in the back room have so many gifts and jewels and robes, it's unbelievable. He's talking about more.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I believe that last one. I think the Vatican is definitely holding on to the major Christian artifacts. Like, I think
he talks about that too. Yeah,
I think they definitely hold. I think the Vatican itself is holding on to, like, the Ark of the Covenant. Maybe the 10 Commandments, like, stuff like that. Yeah,
he tweeted that. I'm trying to get there so we can talk about it. But I mean, he did tweet that. I'll find that tweet for you guys. The next thing he says is, I've gotten files that are so deep and mind-blowing about the Bible and Jesus that will reconstruct your way of how you thought it was. Remember, they are hiding a lot at the Vatican. I was there. Yeah, so let's just discussing that. They definitely are. And at first I thought it was Area 51 they were hiding that stuff.
Nah, well, that's probably a ploy. Area 51 is probably just another military base that just, no, they might.
They probably are hiding the giants and stuff there.
Maybe stuff like that, but the
aliens, the demons, and
the
stuff.
Vatican's definitely holding on to all the biblical scriptures. Because why would they want anybody else to hold on to it?
Right, and bro, that's so freaking scary. And the Pope, he's another one. People worship this man like he is God, and I don't get it. And apparently, there was a point where he said that the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and not to toot our own horns because we are Seventh-day Adventists, but they were saying that is the true, like, basically the religion that follows the Bible to the T. This is the Pope saying this. I don't remember where. I could probably pull that up somehow because I'm not just, like, saying this. I definitely seen it somewhere. And he was also saying that the Catholic Church is, like, the false religion and a bunch of stuff. And it's just really scary because there are people who still think, like, the Catholic Church is, like, the true form of the Bible and everything.
It's not, but at least, once again, God's not going to judge you on the things you don't know. So if you are following a religion that may not be respectfully the right one.
My thing is, though, if you're reading your Bible by yourself, you shouldn't be getting deceived no more. There's no reason to be getting deceived. There's too many like outlets now where you can see for yourself. And if you feel like it's weird and you don't feel connected to God, and like if you're not feeling love at your church, that's a big sign that it's most likely not following the Bible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like once you guys are hailing Mary, bro, Jesus mentioned his mother about twice in the whole New Testament. And it was all like not in a disrespectful way, but he was like, "What woman?" Like I don't think he said "what woman," but he definitely referred to her as woman. And I think he did that on purpose because he didn't want people to like think she was above him. Because again, she is just like, not that Jesus wasn't a mortal man. He was still God though.
Yeah, he was a word in the flesh.
Exactly. So it's like, you're not about to take Mary, who was mentioned about like 3 times in the whole Bible, and say Hail Mary.
I mean, they glorify Mary because she was the one that
did what?
Gave birth to Jesus. So.
Oh. But is she Jesus?
No.
So why are you saying Hail Mary?
I don't know. There's Hail Mary, what was it? Saint Peter.
Y'all's doing a lot. Y'all is doing a lot.
They got a lot of them. They be doing their thing with that. I don't know.
My thing is like, it doesn't make sense. You're praising people who are not Jesus. It's not biblical.
Yeah, I don't know where they got that. Where they started worshiping anyone other than Jesus. Like I don't know where they got that from. So
yeah,
the
Mormons be weird too. Like
I don't know too much about the Mormons. The
Mormons are really culty. They're very culty. But we're gonna also do an episode eventually about the different denominations of Christianity, because there's way too many.
Yeah.
There's way too many, and it's hard. It's confusing. But that was also again Satan. You'll learn everything that's wrong is Satan. His way of dividing us.
Yeah.
Because why do you think Christianity is the religion with the most denominations, bro? Like Muslims, for the most part, one religion.
No, religion. Islam is one religion.
And then I don't really. What's the rest?
I mean, actually, technically, from what I've heard, Islam's kind of like 2, but it's the same. Like they follow the Quran, but like some may take like the more violent side or more literal side.
Well, yeah.
And some may take like the more spiritual, like the spiritual side.
But I'm saying like they don't have a different name like Christians do. Like we got Baptist, we got Pentecostal. We got Catholic. Like, there's no reason for that. That was division. There's even
non-denominational Christians.
Literally. Which, you know what? Those might be, like, one of the best ones at this point. Because it's like, you shouldn't have denomination. It should just be Jesus.
Yeah, but, I mean, they be...
Oh, they be weird?
They churches be called, like, something crazy. I don't know. It's like
we'll dive into that. We'll dive into that. There's so many episodes that we can do for this. But we decided we're going to do a part 2 on this topic.
Yeah, because I mean, we enjoy conspiracy theories, so we can talk about this for another hour and a half for you guys.
Yeah, so why don't you guys comment? Let us know what you would want to hear first. You know, the denominations, more on the conspiracy side. If you want to hear more about the music industry, let us know. We will definitely dive into that. But we're going to do a part 2 next week on this Ryan Garcia tweets. We have them all saved, so we can't get them deleted unless they hack into our phone.
Yeah, I mean, they probably listening, but
they definitely
they ain't gonna scare me.
Yikes. Nah, they don't scare me either. You know who I am?
Who are you?
Mo nigga pull the trigger.
Oh gosh. All right.
All right, bro. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We really loved it. We got really passionate about this. So we're going to see you next week for the part 2. And we're going to dive more into these Ryan Garcia tweets and some more of the videos.
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
All right. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And we'll see you next time on The Morning Dove Podcast.
Spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind. Hold her hand.